Okay, so let's have a look. So just pay attention to that. Okay, so now, okay. Let's start with this. So we're gonna start with the material costing now. Please understand everybody. Yeah. It has various concepts again, short question for examination, specifically question number 1. Maybe for that will come for 5 marks, then sometimes it can come for 10 marks also. There are various concepts. I'm gonna start with one concept which is known as EOQ. Okay, what is EOQ? Let's understand. अच्छा, when I say EOQ, sir, EOQ का full form बोले तो economic order quantity. Sir, we understand that. आगे, अच्छा, सुनो. What does that indicate? Here, let's just have that story. Here is my store. Here is my supplier. And here is my purchase manager. Okay. And here is my factory. Now, if I just talk about this, my factory needs पूरे साल में, let us say 6,000 units. But the question arises how we should place the order. अच्छा, all the 6,000 units, it directly does not come. Purchase manager will place order with the supplier, and supplier will send those goods where in the store. Then from store, it will go to where in the factory. Do you understand this stuff? Yes. Now, in the store, the question arises, here is a purchase manager. Now he is in doubt what to do. First of all, there are 3 types of cost. What are the 3 types of cost? When you purchase something from supplier, you have to pay one cost, which is known as which cost? Purchase cost. Hello. Then when you place the order, goods will come, like, so there will be a transportation cost, loading unloading cost, and maybe inspection cost. Before taking the goods in the godown, there will be inspection. And then when you place the order, you have to incur this cost, which is which cost? Ordering cost. Every time you place the order, there will be loading, transportation, unloading, and inspection. When you place the order, whether 10 units are there or 100 units are there, inspect, everything will be done. Loading, transportation, unloading, and inspection. Clear? Hai? Once now goods are where in the godown. Once goods are in godown, what you will have to pay is bolo carrying costs. When you carry the goods in godown, like rent, insurance, or interest and all. Goods are there, so you have to take insurance on that and all. Money is blocked, so interest cost will be there. Acha. Do you understand one thing? There is ordering cost and carrying cost where there is inverse relationship. Please, I will ask you this question, so please pay attention. I will ask you what is the relationship between ordering and carrying cost. What are the 3 types of cost? So you should be able to tell me purchase, ordering, carrying karke. Okay? Okay. So please understand purchase, ordering, and carrying. Acha. What relationship I have discussed? There is a inverse relationship between ordering cost and carrying cost. So let us explain now. What is inverse? Dekho, aisa. Let us say 6,000 units are there and one order ka A is 6,000. Let us say my O is 100 rupees. We can say for 1,000. Chalo, tell me. Now tell me, if I place order for all 6,000 units in one time, I called my supplier, hello, send all 6,000. I need 6,000 in 1 year. He will send. But for that matter, acha, which cost you, first of all, which cost you will say? Ordering cost. Why? There will be only one time ordering that will come to me. One time delivery charges I have to pay. But sir, these many units it comes in my godown, I agree that by ordering 6,000 at a time, what I have saved is ordering cost, but I will have to incur which cost? Carrying cost. Because entire amount was blocked on very first day. Pura paisa first day you blocked it. And after that, I can say insurance you will have to calculate for those many units. Rent you will have to pay for a bigger factory will have to be, bigger factory should be there too. So that you can accommodate 6,000 units, right? So what I did, instead I said I will place order for kitna units? 1,000. What will happen? Do you understand your carrying cost will reduce? Because now you are carrying only 1,000 at a time. 1,000. Reason chota sa go down. Not 6,000 units wala, chota sa. Even money is blocked. No, all money is not blocked. 1,000 dhire money will block. And insurance when you calculate, so insurance 6,000 ka ki 1,000 ka only? 1,000 ka, because aag lagegi, if there is a fire, all 6,000 will not go. We have only 1,000 at a time, so that can, there will be a loss by fire of only max 1,000 at a time. Hello. So, but sir, in that case, in that process, what has increased is, why ordering cost has increased? Now, how many orders you will place? You need 6,000. One karke 6 orders you will place. Here, how many orders? Only 1. And here, how many? Ordering increase, right? So you can observe there is an inverse relationship. So what to do, sir? Then there was one point, ordering cost, carrying cost. Then there was one point where both intersect. That is where ordering cost is equal to carrying cost. That is the best point that we have observed with the question. When we do concept question, we have observed that. So we said one formula was developed. The formula was to, so we spent around 1 hour to derive this formula, if you remember. that was 2AO upon C. Acha, what is A? A is annual requirement of raw material. What is O? Ordering cost. Then there is a purchase cost. Then there is a percentages, and then there is a carrying cost. Acha, let us say it is 30 rupees, it is 10%, and it is kitna? 30 is per unit, 1 unit, and 10% should be per annum. So 30 into 10%, that comes kitna? 3. Can you give me the EOQ? Take the calculator. 2 into 6000 into 1000 divided by 3 equal to root. पहले आपको इक्वल टू प्रेस करना है, फिर रूट का साइन प्रेस करना है. हेलो, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू प्रेस इक्वल टू. आर यू गेटिंग 2000? As a purchase manager, your question is answered. That you need to place order for how many units? 2000. Okay. You need how many units in 1 year? 6000. Can you give me number of orders? Hello, 3. You need 6000. 2 करके you will place the order for, right? So how many orders you gonna place? 3. 2000, 2000, 2000. एकदम अच्छे से clear है? Yeah. Now, once you get your EOQ, now there are 3 costs: purchase cost, ordering cost, and कौन सा? Carrying cost. There is a formula also, which is A into PC, A by Q into O, Q by 2 into C. Okay, let's understand. Achha sir, I agree that you are placing order for 2000, but total how many units you will place order for in entire year? If I say annual cost, pura 6000. What is the amount that you will pay to your supplier? 30. So you place order for 6000. You are paying 30 rupees per unit. 1,80,000. Hello. Then A by Q. Your unit 6000 in 1 year. Hello, that is A. What is your Q? 2000. You are placing order for how many orders? 3. And per order ka cost is kitna? That is 3000. Hello. Achha, generally we place order for, let us say, 2000 units. Do we carry 2000 every time? No. 2000 will come. Order khatam hoega. फिर 2000 will come. Again वो खत्म होएगा godown में. It is like this. 2000 आया खत्म, again it will come, it will go, it will come, it will go. So on an average, can I say that on an average I carry कितना? 2000 का half. It was explained again in detail. I cannot explain this in marathon. 300 units per month करके एक example was taken. Let's come here. See that, take divide by 2 into carrying cost is कितना आपका? 3. 2000, yeah. And I was only aware only it will be 3000. Why? At EOQ your ordering cost and carrying cost will be equal. And that becomes 1,86,000. थोड़ा याद इसलिए आना चाहिए because we have already done one question of RTP, but maybe आपका ध्यान उस दिन नहीं होगा शायद, so chances are less, but yeah, इतना याद आता है आपको. Purchase, ordering, carrying. Let us say supplier has given me one offer, तो he will change what he is saying. अरे ये 2,000 करके मत खरीदो, थोड़ा ज्यादा खरीदो. तो he said all 6,000 at a time, one time में खरीद लो. What will happen? What will I give you? Discount. You are buying for kitna? 30, right? I will give you 10% discount. So 30 minus 10%, kitna? Sir, if there is a change in PC, what will change? C will also change. What is your revised C now? You will say 27 into 10%. Hello. 27 into 10%. Earlier it was 30 into 10%, 2.7. And then accordingly you will calculate the cost. Right? A will remain same. A to utna hi hai, O bhi utna hi hai. What has changed is only PC and C. If your total cost is lowest, wherever it is lowest, you will go with that option. Let us say this answer comes to 1,80,000. Does that make sense? Yes. If you purchase EOQ पे तो your cost is 186. If you purchase discount वाले में तो cost is 180. That makes sense. You should accept the proposal of the supplier. If suppose this cost is not 1,80,000, this is 190,000. Then you're gonna reject the proposal. I will say at EOQ my cost is 186. If I place your offer wala, so my cost becomes 190. Doesn't make any sense, sir. I will reject the offer. कुछ याद आता? अच्छा, and if you reject the offer, we have done one extra question from RTP. So then what is the discount which is required? तो ये मैं assume 30 rupees में से 100 rupees का, ये शायद उन लोगों को ही समझेगा. Those who are done with RTP. छोड़ो ये जान दो, इसको जाने देते हैं. But yeah, you understood the point. Hello. अच्छा एक चीज और. Sometimes institute does that, so it is up to you. करोगे तो भी ठीक है, but still to be on the safer side if you want to do. कभी नहीं किया तो भी ठीक है. 6,000 upon 2,000, you get number of orders. number of orders are in fraction, you should always round up to the next decimal. Like 6,000 is something you need in 1 year. In quantity is 2,500. Hello, so 6,000 upon 2,500. So the answer is 2.4. Will you place 2.4 orders? How is it possible? Either 2 orders are possible or 3 orders are possible. So sir, how many orders are possible? 3. 2,500 into 2 में आएगा, लेकिन last के 1,000 के लिए 2,500 into 2 orders you get 5,000. You will have to place order for that. 100,000 के लिए भी एक order तो जाएगा ना. So you can take 3 orders. That is also okay. General Institute round it off, मतलब round off कर देता है. नहीं किया तो भी इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता, but I recommend doing this. तो अपना कौन सा पार्ट खत्म होता है? EOQ का थोड़ा एक बेसिक स्टफ खत्म होता है. अच्छा, there is one more thing in this, sir. Frequency of order. What is the frequency of order? If I talk about the frequency of orders, yeah, first you get number of orders. क्या करने का पहले? Number of orders, A by Q करके. Let's say that you need 12,000 units and 1,000 units at a time you order. तो बोलो 12,000 you need, you 1,000 order at a one time. तो कितना orders will be there? 12 orders will be there. Hello, ध्यान है कि नहीं है? नींद आ रही है? घर जाना है? तो अच्छा, ध्यान दो यहाँ पे. A is 12,000, your Q is 1,000, so A by Q you're gonna get कितना? 12. These are what? 12 orders. एक second. Let's start with the stuff. How many orders you will place in 1 year? 12. I need to know the frequency. Let's assume there can be 365 days also. You have to always check in the question how many days are there. Okay. Let's assume 365 days only. Generally 365 days are there. In 365 days, how many orders you are going to place? So every one order will be placed after how many days? That is gap between 2 orders. Yeah, around 30.4. So you can say 30 days also by rounding it off. Mathematically, that's okay. You can round it off. Okay? So you understand this? So if I ask you, okay, sir, how to calculate frequency of order, you should be able to tell me, sir, first calculate number of orders and then cross multiplication. Okay, clear hai ye? Okay, so we are done with this. Acha sir, now there is a twist. Sir, what is the twist? It is not necessary. What not necessary? Your carrying cost, sometimes they will trick you. Like it should be per unit and per annum. Sometimes it will be given in per month. So you should know if it is per month, multiply by. Now please don't give me wrong answer. If it is per quarter, then multiplied by. If it is per quarter, तो एक how many quarters are there? तो इसमें बहुत confusion होता है. ऐसा सर्कल बनाने का, इसके से 4 टुकड़े करने का, तो इसको एक को क्वार्टर बोलते हैं. या तो क्वार्टर पता है, क्वार्टर दूसरा वो समझ में आता है. छोड़ो रे, दूसरे में पूछता ही नहीं. There are 4 quarters, so this is for 1 quarter, right? Otherwise it should be 3. It should be divide by, ठीक है, या तो into 4 quarters if you do. 1 quarter has 3 months and there are 4 quarters in 1 year, but you get confused. I don't know why, but ठीक है. Clear है frequency of orders? चलो ठीक है. So frequency of order is there. After frequency of order, if we just talk about, अच्छा, there is again a twist. There is again a twist with what? A. Sometimes A will not be given in the question. अच्छा, it will be given indirectly, like कैसे? First of all, question will give you minimum consumption, average consumption and maximum consumption. So on an average, what is your consumption? If it is per day, multiplied by 52, you will get annual consumption. That is A, annual requirement of raw material. Accordingly, if there is per week, if it is given to multiplied by 52 weeks, you will get annual consumption. Achha, there is one more point, sir. How they can trick you is, it will be given, sir, company is producing a finished product. It has a demand of 1,000 per month. Then you will write, sir, it is per month. Now just multiply by 12. You will get 12,000 per annum. Arey, but ये finished goods का है. Then there will be one ratio कि raw material and finished goods. So it will be written, and your luck is good, तो ये 1:1 का ratio रहेगा, जैसे एक बार था अभी क्वेश्चन में. Now, if it is written like this कि one finished good requires 2 kg of raw material, तो hello, it is finished good. So 12,000 kgs of finished goods will require 24,000 kg. This will become your A. Yeah, so we are done with budgetary control. It is like this: quantity produced into kitna raw material you required. You get raw material to be consumed, and because in the question data of what is not given, add closing stock less opening stock, you get raw material. It is actually A. So if the stock ka information, generally it is not given. If it is given, you have to adjust the stock also. A is what? As a purchase manager, how many units you want to purchase, and what is EOQ? Ki at a time kitna mangane ka. If you need 6,000 in 1 year, so at a time kitna you have to place order for. थोड़ा थोड़ा ज्यादा है दिमाग में. So yeah, that is all about all adjustments. They can trick you with A. Either simply it will be given, या तो consumption per day उस हिसाब से करना पड़ेगा, या तो production will be given, production से you will have to calculate raw material and one वैसा वाला. Okay, so that's it. There are no variations as such. There is one question again. If I just discuss with you, चलो the difficulty was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days वाला 75. चलो let's not discuss that as of now. EOQ is clear. Yes, there is one similar concept EOQ के साथ साथ कौन सा? EBQ. Here it is A, O, purchase cost, percentage is C. Now it is annual requirement of finished goods. You are a production manager and you want to produce. So you will produce in batches. कि एक बैच में कितना बनाने का. तो first you will find out, I want to produce 12,000 in 1 year. Now it is finished goods. Then before production, what you need to do is setup cost, which is as you will set the just we do setup करके वैसा. In factory also machineries का setup is required. Okay. Then there will be purchase cost will not be there. Instead, which cost will be there? Production cost, finished goods का, percentages and carrying cost. Again same. The formula will be to AO nahi, to AS upon C. Instead of O, what will come is S, setup. This will indicate how many finished goods to be produced in 1 year. Sorry, in one batch. How many finished goods to be produced in one batch. And here it indicates how many raw materials to be purchased in one order. एकदम अच्छे से clear है? Yes sir. So here we go. So that is something which is clear करके. ये अपना EOQ वाला scene हो गया. After EOQ, there is one more thing, stock levels करके. EOQ EBQ के बाद. Stock levels बोले तो देखो, ऐसा है कि this is my store. Sir, this is my store. I place order from supplier. So whatever order I place, it takes some time, right? So that time is known as which time? Lead time. That is also known as delivery time. That is also known as reorder period. Lead time, delivery time, or it is also known as reorder period. These goods are sent where? In the factory. That is also known as consumption, or that is also known as usage. Hello, याद आता है? So what data will be given? Consumption का and lead time का. Please make sure that again a click. Both should be for some specific duration. If it is lead time is in days, so consumption should be per day. There was one question in RTP November 22 where we have seen consumption per week was given. So you have to divide by 7 to get per day का. एक दिन में इतना consume होता है. This many takes we take. Minimum, average and कितना? I will be straightforward with this. I will just directly go with the formulas. Yeah, formulas में ऐसा है. ROL का formula, minimum stock level का formula, maximum stock level का formula, average stock level का formula, and then there is one danger level का formula. Hello. Minimum stock level का formula will be maximum consumption into maximum lead time. कि I consume this much. अच्छा, what is reorder level? Once goods reaches this level, you have to place the order. For how many units you have to place the order? That is ROQ, EOQ. EOQ बोले तो कितना order देने का? When to place an order is ROL. How much to order is EOQ. Hello? Done. Yeah. So that is maximum consumption into maximum lead time. Acha, then you will write ROL. Then minimum stock level का formula is what? ROL minus what? Average consumption into average lead time or reorder period, whatever it is given. Achha, sometimes they will give you like this. This is 6, this is 8. You know how to get average. 6 plus 8 divided by 2. Hello, that is something that we know. Achha, maximum consumption, how do you get? ROL plus ROQ minus. Last wala bhi bacha. Minimum consumption into minimum lead time. Hello? Yeah. average is minimum stock level plus maximum stock level divided by 2, or minimum stock level plus ROQ divided by 2. ROQ will be given in the question. If ROQ is not given, EOQ is your ROQ. Clear है? You will place order पर कितना EOQ के लिए. Now, one more thing, as and when there is a minimum stock level, बोले तो safety stock level, while carrying your carrying cost, hello, there was one question. It should not be Q by 2 into C. It is Q is something but ROQ वाला Q है, तो it should be safety stock plus ROQ divided by 2 into C. That is Q divided by 2 into C. There was one question, if you remember, where we did that. Only one question was there, big question. If you don't, ये बहुत chances कम है इसके आने के, एकदम 1%, but it can come. If in the question safety stock is there, your carrying cost will be, you are carrying safety stock also, तो उसके ऊपर भी तो carrying लगेगा, और जो आपका ROQ उसका भी carrying. Okay. ये याद आने का बहुत कम चांस है तुम लोगों को शायद ही. Danger level. Danger level, just remember the formula now. Let's not get into the logic, which is the average consumption into emergency lead time. If average is not given, you will take minimum consumption. That you have to remember if average is not given. Okay. Okay sir. So क्या क्या हो गया? आपका stock level is also done. इसमें एक point please मत भूलना, ये भी दोनों days में होना चाहिए, तो दोनों week में होना चाहिए. Whatever is the specification, दोनों का same होना चाहिए. Okay. November 22 question you can refer. खतरनाक है एकदम. Yeah. November 22 RTP. Yeah. Which we are done with. Okay. Now. Here we go. Stock level के बाद what comes? देखो, I can just remember you. First we did EOQ, then we did EBQ, then we did what? Stock level, where there was ROL. Then there. चलो, let me ask you a few questions. Let's see whether you remember this or not. EOQ का formula 2AO upon C under root. EBQ का 2A S upon C under root. चलो, stock levels में there is ROL, minimum, maximum, average, danger. ROL का maximum consumption into maximum lead time. अच्छा, ROL minus average consumption into average lead time. ROL plus ROQ, minimum consumption into minimum lead time. Minimum plus maximum divided by 2, या तो minimum plus ROQ divided by 2. अच्छा, I just forgot to say one thing over here. Danger level, average consumption into emergency lead time. If average is not given, just in case, you have to take minimum. Achha, how do you get average consumption? Sometimes you can do like this. A will be given in the question. Just divide by 365 or 360. It is like unit. अरे वही तो घुमा फिरा के हुआ. Let us say if you consume 12,000 units in 1 year, what is your average consumption? 365 days are there. Or question will say assume 360 days. तो वैसे 12,000 upon 360 per day का consumption you will get average consumption. Sometimes ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. 12,000 upon 360 कितना आया? 33 something कुछ. ये ऐसा क्यों वैल्यू आना है अभी? 36,000 is your average consumption. कितना? 36,000. 36,000 upon 360 कितना? 100. ये average है. Then question will tell you your minimum, then maximum consumption will be given 120. Hello, can you tell me the minimum consumption? Yes. और ये 20 से बढ़ रहा है. There was again a question. ये 20 से कम होगा? नहीं समझाइए. Average consumption you got as 100. This will be given in the question as 120. How can you get minimum consumption? So average होके ही वो 100 बना रहेगा. So 20 से increasing, then average out. Or you have to use that for 80 if you take. तो वो बराबर average हो जाता है फिर. तो 20 से increase हो तो 20 से decrease करने का. Okay, 3 things we are done with EOQ, EBQ, stock levels. After stock levels, what's there in the question? If I just say, yeah. अच्छा, हाँ बोलो. इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर रेशियो. अगेन टर्नओवर अभी अभी हुआ था. किस चीज का हुआ था? लेबर. उसका भी मूवमेंट था, इधर भी मूवमेंट होगा. तो मूवमेंट है ऐसा है कुछ. तो नाउ देखो, so there is a turnover, inventory turnover, right? Now suppose I have a godown store. In store, opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. You will get which stock? Average stock. You keep on an average 2,000 units. And in your factory, how many units you require? So let us say in your factory you require 12,000 units annually consumption. This is raw material consumption. How do you get raw material consumption? Opening plus purchase minus closing. You will get what? Raw material consumed, which is kitna? 12,000. And then opening plus closing divided by 2. You're gonna get average stock, which is 2,000. Tell me, You have 2000 in your godown and you have to send 12,000 to the factory. How many times that movement will happen, turnover will happen? 6 times. That is the formula will become what? Raw material consumed divided by what? Average stock. You will get that answer. Raw material consumed divided by average stock. You will get inventory turnover ratio. 6 times समझा ना? 2 करके ऐसा 6 times जाएगा. Then that 6 times का movement. तो ये indicate किस में होगा? Times. Now inventory turnover ratio दो में indicate होता है. एक तो times में, another can be in days also. Days times वाला done. 6 movements are there in 365 days. So every movement will be there after how many days? So 6 movements are there. 6 times movement is there in 365 days. So every one movement will be after. So can I say formula will be 365 upon inventory turnover ratio. That is 1 into 365 you did and divide by 6. That was your answer. The formula क्या रहेगा? 365 divided by inventory turnover ratio. कौन सा times वाला? Times ratio आपका जो आंसर है. इसको हम ये भी बोलते हैं average period for which inventory is held. Because 365 upon 6, so answer is on an average after 61 days your movement happens goods ka. Clear? So now let's revise the formula. Formula is RMC upon average stock. Then अगर days में निकालना है तो it is 365 days or divided by inventory turnover ratio which you have got times में. How many things are done? 4. चलो 4 के बाद देखो याद दिलाओ जरा पेज भी टर्न करके. Safety stock. अच्छा there is one more thing, safety stock versus which stock? Carrying cost. अरे सेफ्टी स्टॉक नहीं है, स्टॉक आउट कॉस्ट रहेगा. स्टॉक आउट कॉस्ट वर्सेस कैरिंग कॉस्ट. चलो ठीक है. टेल मी स्टॉक आउट बोले तो अ कस्टमर केम टू मी बट आई सेड आई डोंट हैव दैट स्टॉक. आई वाज हैविंग 100 यूनिट्स. ही आस्क्ड मी फॉर कितना? फॉर 20. वी विल से सर आई डोंट हैव दैट. आई कैन सप्लाई यू 100. सो 20 का स्टॉक आउट है. आई कुड नॉट सप्लाई. इज इट बैड फॉर द कंपनी? यस ना, बिकॉज ही वुड हैव अर्न्ड दैट कंट्रीब्यूशन अदरवाइज. समझता है? So now there is one question, dedicated question, only one question is there. If it comes, it can come as it is. उसमें करना क्या होता है? First we need to write कि stock out 100 का है, 80 का है, then let us say 50 है, 20 है, 10 है, 0 है, ऐसा. Then how many transactions? 100 transactions. उसमें से 33 times this has happened, maybe 40 times, let us say 20 times this has happened, 15 times, 10 times. समझ में आता है? So actually if it is 100 तो it is easy, percentage वही आएगा. पर अगर ये 200 होता तो 200 में से लेटर से 34 times it has happened कि 100 का स्टॉक आउट हुआ है. So 34 upon 200 into 100, 17% चांसेस स्टॉक आउट का. तुमको नहीं समझा? आउट ऑफ 200 34 times it has happened कि स्टॉक आउट has happened. तो कितने परसेंट चांसेस है? 34 upon 200 into 100. But the question which you have in your model now, that is fairly an easy one. I don't know why they kept that easy, but ये 100 है तो ये 34 का कितना रहेगा? 34 ही रहेगा. Out of 100 34 का स्टॉक आउट हुआ है. It means 34 times. Let us say 33 times it has happened. There is no stock out. Now I will try to keep the safety stock. I will try to keep the safety stock of 100, 80, then 50 वगैरह. If I keep 100 का safety stock, will there be any stock out? Earlier there was stock out of 100. मैंने बोला extra 100 रख देते हैं. आएगा stock out तो भी extra I have. But what cost you will incur? Carrying cost. For how many units? All 100 units you are carrying into your carrying cost per unit. Clear है? But now if you keep 80 का stock, तो sir if you keep 80 का stock तो earlier there was 100 का stock out. Out of 100 you will be able to supply कितना now? 80, right? तो कितना stock out होगा खाली? और into stock out का जो भी cost है, but इसके होने के chances कितने हैं? तो 100 के आगे 100 का ऑर्डर आएगा तो आउट ऑफ 100 यू कैन सप्लाई 80 नाउ, तो यू कैन नॉट सप्लाई 20. तो 20 का स्टॉक आउट विल हैपन व्हेन 100 का ऑर्डर विल कम और उसका कुछ परसेंटेज दिया रहेगा 34. थोड़ा याद आता है? अच्छा इफ यू कीप 50 का स्टॉक, कितना कितना स्टॉक आउट होगा? 50 and 30. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड कैसे? वेयर 100 का स्टॉक आउट यूज्ड टू हैपन आई कैन सप्लाई 50 नाउ, तो 50 का स्टॉक आउट विल बी देयर. Where 80 का स्टॉक आउट was there, now I can supply 50. तो कितने का स्टॉक आउट will be there? 30. बराबर है? 80 में से 50 I can supply, right? ये नहीं समझ रहा है क्या? समझ रहा है? Into what will you do? आपका स्टॉक आउट का कॉस्ट इंटू परसेंटेज इधर जो भी देंगे 34% और ये, और जिसका भी टोटल कॉस्ट क्या रहेगा? लोवेस्ट. यू विल सिलेक्ट दैट. एकदम रैपिड वे में आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एन आइडिया, बट या दैट सम्स इट अप. अच्छा इसके बाद व्हाट इज द केस, तो देखो EOQ इज डन सर, EBQ इज डन, देन आपका स्टॉक लेवल्स आर डन, इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर रेशियो डन, कैरिंग कॉस्ट एंड ये आपका स्टॉक आउट कॉस्ट इज डन, cost per kg. I can simply say that it is like labor का rate per hour. What is my cost? What is my cost? I will calculate, and cost will be divided by units. अच्छा, cost में क्या क्या आएगा, क्या क्या नहीं आएगा? If GST या any tax is given, so if its credit is available, बोले तो as good as refund is available, will you consider it as a cost? If credit is available, तो मतलब refund is available, तो why it is cost I paid and refund I will get? GST paid, नॉन क्रेडिटेबल, या तो इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट नॉट अवेलेबल, ITC नॉट अवेलेबल, तो GST यू पेड बट नो ITC, नो रिफंड विल बी अवेलेबल, तो इट विल बी माई कॉस्ट. ये थोड़ा समझ में आता है? आई रीड क्रेडिट एज अ रिफंड करके, तो दैट मेक्स माई लाइफ इजी. ओके, वंस आई गेट माई कॉस्ट, कॉस्ट विल बी डिवाइडेड बाई यूनिट्स. यूनिट्स बोले तो कौन सा? आई प्लेस ऑर्डर फॉर 100 यूनिट्स बट ड्यूरिंग ट्रांसपोर्टेशन 20 यूनिट्स का खराब हो जाएगा, तो व्हाट कम्स इज 80. This is normal breakage. Everybody pay attention. So out of 100, 20 will be your shortage. So 20 will be your spoilage, which is normal. What comes in your go down is, and out of 80 there is further deterioration of 10%. तो कितना आएगा 80 में से, और 10% खराब हो जाएगा 72. You have to divide it by 72. Whatever is your cost. अच्छा, एक चीज और इसमें, if let us say there is product A and B, and if freight is given, so how you gonna divide total freight between A and B? Number of kgs, quantity, weight पे होता है ना बाबा. Transportation cost is dependent upon freight. तो let us say इसका 100 kg है, इसका 200 kg है, तो your freight will go in that ratio, 100 and 200 के ratio में, 1:2. Okay, okay, so that freight वाला एक ध्यान रखिएगा. Then your, अच्छा, so that's it. So that was the case for rate per unit. अच्छा, one more thing, if cash discount is given in the question, what will you do? Ignore, it is a finance charge करके ऐसा नोट लिख देने का. या so rate per hour, then और कौन सा कंसेप्ट बचा था? Sorry, store ledger. अच्छा, store ledger and activity based costing, then 2 questions are left. So guys, there is a store ledger. इसमें इतना याद रखने का, goods are coming in or going out. Let me ask you shortage का treatment. इशू में बताएगा, हेलो, नहीं याद आता है? ये स्टोर है, फटाफट से बोलने का भी, रिसीट्स में आएगा, और वेदर इट विल बी एन इशू. सप्लायर, स्टोर, एंड दिस इज फैक्ट्री. गुड्स परचेज फ्रॉम सप्लायर, बोलो रिसीट्स. गुड्स रिटर्न टू सप्लायर, इशू. गुड्स रिप्लेस फ्रॉम सप्लायर, ही हैज रिप्लेस्ड दैट. गुड्स इशूड टू द फैक्ट्री और प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट. Acha, there are 2 departments now. Let us say A and B. So now if I say goods transferred from one department to another department, there is no movement in my godown. Acha, goods returned from department. Understand that returned from department, the production department has returned those. Maybe those are unsuitable for that department. So you need to do what? You need to say receipt. Acha, now there is one twist. There is one return from department, there is one replacement. Replacement भी you are getting goods from supplier, that is new unit. मतलब सर देखो, QPC, 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 receipts, issues, balance. While solving the question, 2 things you need to check. You should arrange the dates in chronological order. Hello, order में arrange करने का transaction. दूसरा, which method you have to follow, you have to check whether it is FIFO method, whether it is LIFO method, or whether it is weighted average method. Okay. Now I just discussed receipts and issues. Let us say I have 100 units into 1. I purchased 200 units at the rate of ₹2. What will you write? पहले 200 के पहले 100 ना, below that you will write this, because this is old stock and this is new stock. Hello, old था, लेकिन अच्छा, when you receive the replacement, is it a new stock? Yes, it is replacement. Something was defective, I send it to my supplier, he is giving me fresh stock now. But I sent 100 units to my factory, department number A. He needs only 80. He has returned 20. Is it old stock or new stock? Old stock ना, जो उसको दिया था वही रिटर्न में आया. So it should be written on the top. Old ऊपर आएगा तो ऐसे when it is returned from department, it should be written on the top in balance column. We have discussed when solving question. B and company, M and company. There was one question from the module. Yeah. And let us say in my books of account it is showing I should have how many units with me? 100. I went and I physically verified. I have physically verified only 80 units I have. Can I say 20 किधर तो गया है? First of all, this is known as what? Shortage. 20 units I have issued. So where I have issued, I don't know. But either employees have taken or I forgot to record. So 20 किधर बताने का issue. And as per whatever method you follow, you will take that rate, respective rate. That is the treatment of shortage. Clear with this? Yeah, so this was all about your store ledger. We can see that some. Achha, there was one point actually. Is it possible कि stock valuation will be same? अच्छा, if issue है ना, issue को क्या बोलते हैं? Raw material consume. And जो balance में last में होता है उसको भी से closing stock. Is it possible? Closing stock will remain same even as per FIFO method, as per LIFO method or VAM method? Yes. Only one case. If there is only one stock with you, it is like Jan से लेके May, 5 months में 1900 units you purchased, 1900 units you issued. Nothing left with you. May के end में closing stock is 0. So June के beginning में there is no opening stock. You have purchased 100 units at the rate of 1. So you will issue from that only, na? Whether it is FIFO method or LIFO method, there will be issue only from that one lot. So if there is only one purchase and we can say if the issues are made only out of one single lot, so it doesn't matter irrespective of method, your answer will remain same. Hello? पक्का? समझ में आता है? चलो स्टोर लेजर के बाद क्या है बोलो? ABC एनालिसिस बोले तो एक्टिविटी बेस्ड कॉस्टिंग. आई जस्ट नीड ABC एनालिसिस ही बोलते हैं इसको. चलो तुम नींद में नहीं हो. परसेंटेजेस ऑफ क्वांटिटी एंड परसेंटेजेस ऑफ वैल्यू, दैट इज अमाउंट वी कैन से और वैल्यू. मिन मैक्स वगैरह होता है. जैसे इट इज 7. एक सेकंड. क्वांटिटी ना, तो क्वांटिटी ए बोले तो डायमंड छोटू सा, वैल्यू इज हायर. लाइक योर मोबाइल छोटू सा, वैल्यू इज हायर. यू आर लाइक सी कैटेगरी, इतना बड़ा बट वैल्यू नो. ओके, सो यहाँ पे सो नाउ देयर इज ए कैटेगरी, बी कैटेगरी एंड सी कैटेगरी. सो यहाँ पे आई कैन से ए कैटेगरी इज डायमंड, बॉक्स इज योर सी कैटेगरी, नॉट दैट वैल्यू, एंड देन गोल्ड इज मॉडरेट कंपैरेटिवली. सो या डायमंड की क्वांटिटी मोर और लेस मिनिमम वी कैन से. तो मिनिमम बोले तो 10, 20, 70. डायमंड की वैल्यू हायर और हायर ना, 70, 20, 10. हेलो. So they will give you one question. They will give you this. They will give you quantity. They will give you rate. You just take the total of the quantity, say 100 and cross multiply. Like let us say this is 500. There are items A, B, C, D करके. And item this is 50 units. कितना परसेंट रहेगा ये? First you will write item यहाँ पे item number. Item number के बाद item you will write A, B, C, D करके. Then you will write उसका quantity that is 50 and all. टोटल इज कितना? 500. बोलो. You will say 100. तो परसेंटेज ऑफ क्वांटिटी कितना? 10% ना. ऐसे तुम हर एक का निकालेगा. Then the rate will be given. Let us say the rate is 10 rupees. So I will make one rate का column 10 and 50 into 10 if I do कितना? That is amount. I will get total amount. Let us say total amount is 10,000. ऐसा करते करते then I will get percentages of amounts. याद आता है? So कितना? If it is 100 तो 5%. Then I will do one more column. कौन सा? Ranking का. Let me just write randomly 5%, 10% and 20%. Ranking first किसको देंगे? जो भी 20% वाला. Then 2 and then that is 3. ऐसा याद आता है? Then you will have to make one assumption. one एक slab rate बनाने का होता. Generally what I observe is, या फिर आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हो where जहाँ पे आपकी वैल्यू जो होती है ना, वैल्यू जहाँ पे अराउंड 70% ऐड हो जाती है. दिस इज परसेंटेजेस ऑफ अमाउंट. यू कैन ऐड इट अप वेयर इट इज नियर बाई 70%. यू कैन से विच कैटेगरी इट इज? ए कैटेगरी. लेट अस सी इफ आई एडेड इट. और जो नीचे से अगर सी वाला देखना हो तो यू कैन ऐड 10%. ऐसा भी डिड एक क्वेश्चन याद है. सो फाइनली सो दैट वाज द रिवीजन. नाउ लेट्स हैव अ रैपिड रिकैप इन 2 minutes. एकदम ध्यान से सुनते जाना. लेट्स जस्ट अ रैपिड रिकैप. First is EOQ, formula is to AO upon C under root. Then there is a purchase cost, ordering cost, carrying cost, A into PC, A by Q into O, Q by 2 into C. And if PC change, and while writing this A O PC percentage C you need, and if PC changes C will also change. It is annual, please remember, and raw material, and it is carrying cost is per unit per annum. Done. Now if I just talk about EBQ, तो EBQ में क्या रहेगा 2AS upon C under root. यहाँ पे again purchase cost will not come, only setup cost and carrying cost will come. Formulas will remain same. A by Q into S will come, Q by 2 into C will come. Ordering का S will become same. Okay, so that's it. And then after EOQ, EBQ, there are stock levels which we have discussed. If I just discuss about stock levels, तो यहाँ पे ऐसा है ROL, minimum stock level, maximum stock level, average stock level, danger stock level. Okay, so it is maximum consumption into maximum lead time, ROL minus average consumption into average lead time, then ROL plus ROQ minus it is the minimum consumption into minimum lead time, then minimum plus max divided by 2, or minimum plus ROQ divided by 2, या तो emergency, sorry, average consumption into emergency lead time. If average is not given, minimum you will take. अच्छा, done. अच्छा, then there is a, इसके बाद what we did is stock level के बाद inventory turnover ratio. It is raw material consumed upon average stock into 100. If I say raw material consumed, that is opening plus purchase minus closing. Average बोले तो opening plus closing divided by 2. Once you get inventory turnover ratio का answer 365 divided by that answer, you will get answer in days or the average period for which inventory is held. Hello? Yeah. So then there is a stock out versus stock out wala question was there. Then there was a store ledger, I can say, and then there was a ABC analysis. Store ledger, as I said, receipt issues, balance वगैरह. So yeah, that is a rapid revision. Yeah. आधे लोग सोते रहते हैं, ऐसा मत किया